Hi, this is Jack Miller. I decided to make this short video as a response to some people who were critical of me, of my recent interview with Danielle from the 90-Day Fiance series. So I wanted to set the record straight, and I wanted you to hear it. So first of all, I would never set out to embarrass or make anyone feel bad on any of my shows. That's not what I do. I asked Danielle before the show, is there anything she wanted to talk about and anything she didn't want to talk about, as I ask all my guests. I do not bring up things that they don't want to talk about or embarrass them. That's just not my style. I don't do that. I do this for fun, not for, I'm not a gotcha interviewer. Danielle wanted to come on this show to make an interview to get her side of the story out. She felt that on the mainstream media, she was stifled and she couldn't tell what she wanted to tell because of the time frame, and they didn't want to hear it. And I gave her all the time in the world to talk about it. So for those of you who said she was paid by me, that's total nonsense. She wasn't paid a dime. She came on the interview. As well, people made fun that she laughed and I embarrassed her and it was a nervous laugh. That's not true at all. Listen to the interview again. I did this morning, actually, because I was concerned by some of these comments. She laughed throughout the interview. She had a good time on the interview. I know some people have a hard time believing that, but I actually make sometimes people laugh, and she laughed. She thanked me after the interview. She told me how much fun she had and she enjoyed it. She actually posted on social media today and throughout the weekend that she wasn't coerced, she wasn't embarrassed, and she had a good time doing it. So Danielle didn't feel bad about this, and we talked about things that adults talk about. There's nothing wrong with talking about it. As far as the questions I asked her in terms of consummation, I think that's a fair question. It was on the show. Let's be candid. It was on the show, and you wanted to know it. Let's be honest. And when she told the details, you wanted to hear it. So everyone's all high and mighty. It shouldn't have been asked. Maybe it shouldn't have, but you know what? I asked it. It wasn't a big deal, and she went with it. She went with it, and she went with a lot of the other stuff. She brought up a lot of the other stuff, too, and I went with it, too. It was an exchange of two adults, and there was no embarrassment. I didn't outsmart her. Some few people said, oh, I baited her, and I outsmarted her. You guys don't know what you're talking about. It was a great interview. It was a lot of fun. It got a ton of hits. She wasn't embarrassed by it. I wasn't embarrassed by it. And I challenge you to listen to the interview again, because I think you're going to like it. I really do. I think we gave her the opportunity to talk and freely and express herself, and she had fun, which is my goal, and hopefully a lot of you guys had fun too. I know you did, because I saw the amount of people who liked the interviews and who watched it. It was crazy, and it is crazy. It's good. It's good TV. It's good, not TV, but it's good podcast stuff. Danielle's a great woman in my book. Again, you guys are making fun of her. I don't think that's right. But whatever it is, it is. I'm not the censorship. But feel free to like my channel, make fun of me, tell me if you think I'm doing something wrong. And if I am, I'll come on and tell you I made a mistake. Believe me, I make plenty of mistakes all the time. But I would never want to embarrass anyone. That's not my intent. And if I felt I embarrassed someone, I wouldn't air it. Thank you, and have a good day. And I hope you like this, and please pass it on.